Hi there, my name is James Heidema. The question today is, how do you manage a part-time salesperson? So how do you manage a part-timer? Someone that's giving a limited number of hours per week as they begin to come into the business. Now in some companies and some countries, they actually allow part-time salespeople in the financial services industry. But even if your company doesn't allow it or your country doesn't allow it, there are people who come in the business who are part-time. They may appear to be full-time, but they also have another job somewhere else that is taking them out of the business. So indeed, when you're dealing with these kind of people, these people that either are truly part-timers, they've got a full-time job somewhere else and they're spending part of their time with you, or they are, say they're full-time, they've signed up for full-time, but you find out at some point they also have another job that's taking their time. So how do you deal with these people? Well, there's a very simple concept. I'm a pretty simple guy when it comes to coaching and developing people, is that the simple things tend to work better than the complex ones. And the simple concept that you should get into your head is a concept called honest hours. You know, how many hours are they honestly going to be working in this business? And so what you want to think about is those people that come into the business and they are part-timers, and you get them to commit to so many hours. Maybe they're going to commit to 2 hours 5 times a week. Okay, so we're 10 hours in total. So I would introduce them really early in the process, the concept of honest hours. I will encourage them to actually work in the business during those 10 hours. So obviously, within that time, those 10 hours, there may be training sessions, there may be role play sessions, there may be team meetings, whatever. But for the majority of it, they have time in which they're going to actively be working in the business. So what are they going to work on? Well, number one reason advisors fail is prospecting. So they need to work on their prospecting. They need to prospect on a regular basis. So there are 3 things that I want them to do in those honest hours. And every honest hour they can, when they're not doing training, coaching, or role playing, is one is they're going to find people to speak to. Okay, the prospecting. 2, they're going to reach out to those people, phone them, approach them in some way, to have them come into the process. And 3, they're going to hold appointments. So prospecting, telephone call, appointments, okay? If they don't do those things, I don't need them. They're not going to succeed in our business. They're going to be distracted by how much they have to learn and all the videos they have to watch and everything else, and they won't be actually doing the job. In fact, where the best learning occurs is when they're actually in front of a customer. Not when they're sitting in a classroom role-playing with other people, or they're listening to you present some concept to them, or they're viewing some videos, whatever. That's not where the real learning comes. Where the real learning occurs is when they actually apply that information. And so after they've gone through training, and that may be a number of weeks or maybe even a number of months. Hopefully it's not a number of months before they get out there into the marketplace. But as soon as possible, you want them to get out into the marketplace. You want them to get out and gain some experience where they have to apply the knowledge they've learned and deal with the objections that occur and walk people through a process and pick up some of those skills. And so that concept of honest hours is critical. You know, at one point, one of my sons wanted to come in the business, and he asked me, "Dad, do you think I'll be successful in this business?" And I said to him, "Well, you're going to be successful because of 2 things. One is that you believe, and 2, that you pay the price. Not only that you believe in the company and the industry and the product and all of that, but you believe in yourself. You have the confidence, that inner fire in your belly that's going to cause you to get out there and take this to the marketplace. Because people don't knock on our door for our products generally. We have to go out and knock on their doors. And that requires a lot of inner strength, inner confidence, and inner belief. So first you must believe. Second, you must pay the price. What's the price? Hard work. I don't believe in the concept of luck. I think that luck occurs when you work hard. I think you're luckier the harder you work. And so what is hard work? What is the price you have to pay? Prospecting, telephone calls, appointments. Prospecting, telephone calls, appointments. Prospecting, telephone calls, appointments. Those are the things you need to do on a regular basis if you want to be successful. Otherwise, you're just playing at a career. And so, again, there's this concept I like, which is if you want to be paid like a professional, don't act like an amateur. Get out there and do the work, and do the work in front of the customer. And so as soon as possible, when you've got a person who comes in your business, either formally in a part-time basis or emotionally, intellectually at a part-time basis, that you get them out into the marketplace as quickly as possible. And of course, you as a manager should be there with them, helping them deal with the issues they're going to face, because they will face issues. So again, is there a place for part-timers? Yeah. The good news is it gives them an opportunity to come and play in the business, to experience the business without fully committing themselves. The bad news is they're going to come in the business with a part-time attitude, and you have to deal with that attitude. You know, you invite them in because they want to earn extra money, or they want to change their lifestyle, or they want to make a difference. Whatever the reason is that they've agreed to start with you, is they have to realize there's a price to get whatever that is they're looking for. If they want more money, there's a price. If they want to make a difference, there's a price. And so they have to be prepared to pay that price in an honest fashion. So that's the conversation I encourage you to have with your part-timers. And again, a part-timer, as I said in the very beginning, a part-timer is either someone who has actually agreed to work part-time and you've accepted that, or they have agreed to work full-time but are only working part-time because they've got some other activity they're involved in. And so either way is you have to get them to be honest, you have to get them to work hard and focus on the things that they control. Because as a salesperson, you do not control who buys from you. I don't care how smart you think you are. You do not control that reality. You can influence the results, but you only control your activity. Hopefully you find value in this, and like and share, and if you have questions, please let me know.